Hey, this is Mr. Mice Guy, and this is Dopamaine's Litter Day 26. We are almost there. We are almost at day 30. Almost done completing this series of videos. Let's check them out. I feel like we need a little party. We need a little mouse party or something when I'm done with this series of videos. It's a lot of work to make videos every single day. And I'm not even doing any editing or anything, and it's still quite a bit of work. I think what would make it a little bit easier too is if I had my filming set up permanently. But right now I have this box that I shoot in, light box, and I take it down when I'm done because it's on the table in my kitchen. And so I take it down, I put it back up, take it down, put it back up, and yeah, so that kind of makes it a little more work too. But eventually I'll get things worked out to make it, to make it easier. So these are the pups, day 26. They're all looking good. The hair length continues to develop. This is the star of the show over here. She's the pick of the litter, I'd say. Hair is still kind of thin. That's just kind of how they're going to be, I think. But I don't anticipate it getting a lot better, but I do anticipate it getting longer. And so yeah, looking good. This one here is not bad either as far as length. They do have a lot of fuzzies, little like wispy hairs that come out. But not terrible. This one here I think is a male. You can see that he's getting some real good fluff here. Oops, that's my phone. Yeah, this one here is a male, and he's getting some fluff. This is a female. This is my other keeper. She's not looking bad either. Not too shabby. Hi. The white one looks almost angelic because it's messing up my white balance, but it's okay. A little washed out. This is the male dove one right here. He's not great. He's okay. I say that about all of them. I say that about all of them. But this one here is definitely my top pick. Yeah, absolutely. Bonk. She seems to be the most adventurous, the straight hair one. The most adventurous, the most active, I'd say, of the bunch. When I open their lid to the cage, she's the first one trying to jump out. That could have something to do with the fact that she has straight whiskers, and she's just more agile, and she's got better depth perception or something because of her straight whiskers. Could definitely be a thing. So this is the keeper right here. This is a drainfly. I don't have a name for the female, the black female here that I'm keeping yet. I don't have a name for her. I gotta come up with something. Originally, my plan was to not name any of them and just give them numbers. But it's hard to remember who's who if their number is just like this 016. It's a little more sciencey that way, I guess. And they do all have a number assigned to them, but it's hard to remember their number. It's easier to remember a name. So I think that even though I do keep track of them with numbers, it's good for them to have a nickname if possible. So yeah, the drainfly. And the white one, no one's interested in the white one, so the white one might be staying too. And she's got some okay length. The thickness is not great, but length, I think she's comparable with the black one. I know I saw in the comments someone talking about artificial selection and selective breeding, and I love those things as well. That's something that I'm definitely passionate about. And so I was trying to figure out, what the theme of my channel is, because I'd like to make content that just relates to things that I like. And selective breeding is something that I like, and so I was trying to figure out how do I make that into a thing on the internet. It doesn't have to be a wildly popular thing. It's just a thing that I do because I like it, And so I think the theme of my channel is selective breeding, with additional interdisciplinary sciences. And so again, I'm going to produce a lot of videos or content around selective breeding, as I'm trying to select my mice to be hairier, basically. But then I'd also like to produce some content about maybe just animal husbandry or anatomy or different types of biology, as well as psychology and behavior type things. I'm interested in comparative science, so like the use of mice as an animal model in like behavioral research. So, we use rats and mice. It's usually rats, but rats and mice to study like addiction or stress and trauma. Those are the things that I'm going to school for. And so I would like to make some content about that sort of stuff in the future. I'm not sure exactly how to do that yet. As far as like how to set that up, I think once I have a computer that can do editing, which probably won't happen until later this summer, then I could like maybe try to make some more complicated videos with, I don't know, more stuff. I don't know. But for right now, I can't do any editing, so it's just kind of one-shot videos. And I like doing this. I like the selective breeding. I like checking in with them every day. I like talking about them. So if other people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But it's something that I enjoy, so that's what I do. In the future, I was thinking I might also we might expand to other animals, other probably small animals, like maybe hamsters or something. Or rats, hamsters maybe. Hamsters are very cute. I feel like they're clickable as far as the internet is concerned. So I feel like you can make some really cute hamster thumbnails that people would want to click on. Rats, maybe not so much. Yeah. Or even like guinea pigs or something. I feel like all of those could be in the realm of things that I might cover in the future. I would love to breed dogs, or cats or something, but it's way more resource intensive, way more, requires so much more space, more food, more everything, And so sometime in the future, maybe breeding dogs would be something I'd be interested in. But for right now, I'm definitely sticking with some small animals. And plus, with small animals, their life cycle is so much shorter and so much quicker that you can go through many generations of them in such a short period of time. I've been breeding mice for since 2018, I think. So 2 years, and I've been through like, I don't know, 7 generations, maybe 8 generations of mice. You wouldn't be able to do that with dogs. That would be like a lifetime of dog breeding. So yeah. They are getting better as far as the staying on the platform, right? We only had 1 drop off. They're getting so much better at that. Let's do one of these. I love this. This is so funny. I don't know why. It gets me every time. Come on up. Yeah. We're not done with the video though. I feel like I've read that you're supposed to shoot for like 10-minute videos, so that's kind of what I shoot for. And we're not at the 10-minute mark yet, guys, so back on the platform. Actually, let's bring out Dopmaine. You can see that the pups are getting larger, and like they're almost the size of Dopmaine. They are not nursing anymore. There's no more nursing. They just actually the nursing stopped maybe a day or 2 ago, and so they kind of cuddle in a pile, but they don't nurse anymore. But I think I have had mice that nursed longer than that. So it probably just depends on, I don't know, the mother and the genetics and all that. The Dopamine's going to go up. No, maybe she's just in the way. She's just in the way. And when they crawl up, I know you can't see it, but when they crawl up my arm like this, they go straight up my shoulder. And so I've got, when I do this, they're like on my neck. Oh, we got some traveling back down my arm. Let's see if we can get, oh, I thought somebody was going to crawl down my other arm. I guess not. All right. Get back on the platform. The last video I had about everybody crawl up my arm, and I put everybody away, and I was like, wait a minute, where is everyone? And I noticed that one of them was missing, and they were still on my shoulder. So yeah, but yeah, I'm not. I was hoping for like some surprise, really dramatic increase in coat length or something, and I don't know that we're gonna see that. But we definitely are getting some coat length here. I mean, that's undeniable that the Drainfly's got some good length there. So I'm happy with Drainfly. It would be nice if she had longer hair than Dopmaine. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. Something that happens with the coat length in mice, which makes it kind of tricky to breed for, is it tends to grow out. Oop, Dopmaine fell off that time. It tends to grow out to a certain point at a certain age, and then it kind of shrinks a little bit again. And so it's hard because you don't know which ones right off the bat are going to be long coat. And then when they do get long coat, how much of that coat are they going to retain? So I have my mouse poops a lot, which is not related to these guys. Yes, yeah, he is related to these guys, but passively. He's not their father. He would be like what? An uncle, I think. I think Sir Poops a lot would be like their uncle. And he's got some great length as an adult. He's probably retained the most length as an adult of all of my mice so far. But I wouldn't know that. I almost got rid of him even. I didn't think he was going to be part of my breeding program. And then surprise, he has an amazing coat and has retained tons of length. So yeah, you don't know. And that's kind of tricky. That's a tricky part of selecting for the coat length, because you don't just want it to be long. You want it to be long, but you want it to stay long. Another thing that I'm going to be selecting for, so I think my primary selection is for the coat length, and for hairiness in general. So we've got like the coat length, but then there's also like the hair on their feet, and then hair on their ears and on their tail. Wouldn't it be cool if he had mice that had hairy ears and tails? I think that would be really cool. And so that's something that I've never seen before, but it's something that I want to keep my eye out for. Mice who have like slightly more hair on their tails, because that might be something that we can select for, or slightly more hair on their feet or something. So it's something that I'm going to keep an eye out for. And then I'm going to select for length, but also density. Density is important, length and density. And then kind of after that, I'm selecting for color. Color is important to me, but I don't know which one I like. I don't know what my best color is. So I feel like I'm kind of going to have an open mind about what colors I select for, because I don't really know yet. And I kind of would like to just see some of the color combinations, produce some of them to see if that's what I want to select for. Ideally, all of them should be the same color. Oh, we're peeing so much over here. Ideally, all of them will be the same color, but for right now, I'm going to just have that kind of as a secondary thing, and we'll just see what happens. And like for instance, Drainfly just happens to be a dove tan. We're just going with dove tan for now. And then once I get to a feel for certain colors that I have and what they look like, because I would really like to see a pied, a black and tan pied dove, black and tan pied merle. I'd like to see that. And once I see that, then I'll feel, is that something I really want to select for? Yeah, so we'll see. But anyways, yeah, so we're peeing all over the place. And so I'm going to get these guys back in their box. Let's do Let's finish this video with one of these finger bridges here. Yep. There we go. Come on up. There we go. All right. We will see you tomorrow for day 27.